Welcome fellow and fellowette paddlers. In this video we're going to be discussing the different types of life vests or PFDs, personal flotation devices. The most important thing you can do is actually wear your PFD or life jacket. And it's also very important that you wear a properly fitted life vest. When you go and purchase a life vest, I always recommend that you go to as many stores and try on as many life jackets as you possibly can to find one that actually fits you and that you will be comfortable with wearing many hours a day. In a future video, we will show you how to properly fit a life jacket on you. As you'll find out, besides different types of life jackets, there are also different styles, many different styles of life jackets, depending on what type of water, what type of paddling one does. There are also different sizes. There's adult, there's youth, there is child, and there is infant. All depends on their weight. There are actually 4 different types. Type 1, Type 2, Type 3. There's no more Type 4 and Type 5. There are also life jackets made specifically for men and for women. Different styles for the different anatomies. So when you go and buy one, make sure that you get one that will fit you. Prices range from anywhere from $35, $40 for a Type 2 horse collar to way past $300 for a rescue vest. Usually the more expensive ones are more comfortable. Something that you will want to wear. If you don't find comfort in them, you won't wear them, and then they're not going to do any good when you really need them. Let us start off with Type 1s. These are the highest flotation vests that you can pretty much get. They're made for commercial offshore jackets. They're very uncomfortable paddling, but they will float you face up if you're unconscious. Back in the old days, they used to call them Mae Wests for obvious reasons. I would not really recommend these for paddling because they are, like I said, very uncomfortable. They're fairly hard to find. You can only really find them in marine stores. Paddling stores really don't have those. Next we have a Type 2, or affectionately known as a horse collar, because it kind of looks like a horse collar. These are made so it will float some unconscious people face up. This particular life jacket is I bought this when I was 10 years old, my first canoe trip, and it still hasn't fallen apart yet. The next is the most common for paddlers. They're Type 3s. They will not, in most cases, float an unconscious person face up. They are only buoyancy aids. But they are very comfortable in most cases for paddling. And this is also another example of a Type 3. This was actually made for canoeists back in the day. This particular model is a CETA, and they're very, very comfortable, relatively cool in hot weather, but they haven't made these in probably 15-20 years. Next we have an example of a semi-inflatable. This life vest has foam flotation to it, absolutely the bare minimum, but it also has a CO2 cartridge in it, so if you pull that yellow tab, that will instantly inflate air bladders within the jacket itself, bringing it up to pretty good flotation capabilities. The only trouble is once you pull that cord and it inflates, you have to go and buy another CO2 cartridge. Oh, look at this, a camera. I was looking for that for the last 10 years. Anyway, they're available too. And next we have high flotation vests. If you notice any videos of law enforcement or rescue crews, they usually wear these. They have a harness on it, built-in harness, rescue rings, which we will demonstrate on another video, and they're very high flotation. They're usually 22 pounds of flotation. This is another style of rescue vest. These are 22 pounds of flotation also, with quick release rings. And by the way, these are actually type 5s, which are specialty vests. And there's legally there's restrictions on where and when you can wear them. And I have a knife attached to it, just in case you get entangled in something. And next we have another type 5, which is the vest I usually wear on moving water trips. These are rescue vests. They are high flotation, usually about 22 pounds. And they have all sorts of gizmos to them, quick release belts. I have a knife in there. Also, pull that little ripcord type of thing and we'll release the ring if you're doing a live rescue, live bait rescue. And all these will be demonstrated on another video on how all this stuff works. And a few more examples of type 3 jackets. If you notice the adjustability on all these things, so you can properly fit these to your body. Now this particular jacket is ideal for hot weather. It doesn't have too much flotation. It's probably, your minimum 15-16 pounds, but it's all ventilated, and if it's 95 degrees out there and fairly calm water, this is ideal. And again, I stress, it's very important to wear your life vest at all times while on the water. Goodbye.